Welcome back to episode 9 of the Sleepy Podcast. Today I'm going to be reading an article on Wikipedia called Modern Family. If you do enjoy this video, remember to like and subscribe at the start, as you may be asleep by the end. Modern Family is an American mockumentary family sitcom television series created by Christopher Lloyd and Stephen Levitan for the American Broadcasting Company. It ran for 11 seasons from 23rd of September 2009 to April the 8th, 2020. It follows the lives of 3 diverse family setups in suburban Los Angeles, linked by patriarch Jay Pritchett. Christopher Lloyd and Stephen Levitan conceived the series while sharing stories of their own modern families. Modern Family employs an ensemble cast and is presented in a mockumentary style, with the characters frequently speaking directly to the camera in confessional interview segments. The series was renewed for a 10th season on May the 10th, 2017, which premiered on September the 26th, 2018, then for an 11th and final season on February the 5th, 2019, which premiered on September the 25th, 2019. The series finale aired on April the 8th, 2020. Modern Family was acclaimed by critics throughout the first few seasons. Its critical reception became more mixed as it progressed, but it maintained a loyal fanbase throughout the 11 seasons and was continuously popular. The 2 final seasons received generally positive reviews, and the finale episode had 7.37 million viewers. The retrospective documentary that aired before the final episode had 6.72 million viewers. The show won the Emmy Award for Outstanding Comedy Series in each of its final 5, and the Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series 4 times, twice each for Eric Stonestreet and Ty Burrell, as well as Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series twice for Julie Bowen. It won a total of 22 Emmy Awards from 75 nominations. It also won the Golden Globe for Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy in 2011, being on the air for 11 years. It is ABC's longest-running comedy series. The broadcast syndication right in the movements was sold to NBC's Universal's USA network, the stations of Fox television stations, and other local stations in other markets for the fall of the 2013 premiere. The success of the series led to it being the 10th highest revenue-generating show for 2012, earning $2.13 million per episode. Premise: Modern Family revolves around 3 different types of families: nuclear, blended, and same-sex, living in the Los Angeles area, who are interrelated through Jay Pritchett and his children, daughter Claire and son Mitchell. Patriarch Jay remarried to a much younger woman, Gloria Delgado Pritchett, a passionate Colombian immigrant with whom she has a young son in Joe Pritchett, and a son from Gloria's previous marriage, Manuel or Manny Delgado. Jay's ex-wife Dee Dee and Gloria's ex-husband Javier both make occasional appearances throughout the show. Jay's daughter Claire was a homemaker, but has returned to the business world. She is now the chief executive of her father's business, Pritchett's Closets and Blinds. She is married to Phil Dunphy, a realtor and self-professed cool dad, who is an amateur magician as well. They have 3 children: Haley, a stereotypical ditzy teenage girl; Alex, an intelligent but nerdy middle child; and Luke, the offbeat only son. Haley's off-again and on-again boyfriend Dylan is a permanent fixture in the show. Jay's lawyer's son Mitchell and his husband Cameron Tucker have one adopted daughter, Lily Tucker Pritchett, of Vietnamese origin. As the name suggests, the family represent a modern-day family, and episodes are comically based on situations that many families encounter in real life. Cast and characters: Ed O'Neill as Jay Pritchett, Sofia Vergara as Gloria Maria Ramirez Delgado Pritchett, Jay's second wife, mother of Manny and Joe. Julie Brown as Claire Dunphy, Jay's daughter, Phil's wife, and the mother of Haley, Alex, and Luke. Ty Burrell as Phil Dunphy, Claire's husband, Jay's son-in-law, and the father of Haley, Alex, and Luke. Jesse Tyler Ferguson as Mitchell Pritchett, Jay's son and father of Lily. Eric Stonestreet as Cameron Tucker, Mitchell's husband, Jay's son-in-law, father of Lily. Sarah Hyland as Haley Dunphy, Claire and Phil's daughter. Ariel Winter as Alex Dunphy, Claire and Phil's daughter. Nolan Gould as Luke Dunphy, Claire and Phil's son. Rico Rodriguez as Manny Delgado, Gloria's son and Jay's stepson. Aubrey Anderton Emerson as Lily Tucker, Pritchett, Mitchell and Cameron's adoptive daughter who was born in Vietnam. Jeremy Maguire as Fellatio Joe Pritchett, Jay and Gloria's son and Claire and Mitchell and Manny's half-brother, recurring seasons 4 to 6 and his main in series 7 to 11, portrayed by Rebecca and Sierra Mark in series 4 and Pierce Wallace in series 5 and 6. And Reed Ewing as Dylan Marshall, Hayley's on-again and off-again boyfriend throughout the series. The series also has many recurring characters. Fred Willard guest starred as Phil's father Frank. He was nominated for Outstanding Guest Character in a Comedy Series at the 62nd Primetime Emmy Awards, but lost to Neil Patrick Harris's performance on Glee. Willard also received the posthumous nomination for Outstanding Guest Actor in Comedy Series at the 72nd Primetime Creative Arts Emmy Awards in 2020. Shelley Long appeared in the first 2 series, and occasionally thereafter, as Dee Dee Pritchett, Jay's ex-wife, and Claire and Mitchell's mother. Nathan Lane appears as Cameron's and Mitchell's flamboyant friend Pepper Saltzman, and has been nominated 3 times for Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series. Adam Devine appears as Andy Bailey, Jay and Gloria's Manny, meaning male Nally, Phil's assistant and Hayley's ex-boyfriend. Development and production. As creators Christopher Lloyd and Stephen Levison retold stories about their families, they realised that the stories could be the basis of a show. They started working on the idea of a family being observed in a mockumentary-style show. They later decided it could be a show about 3 families and their experiences. It was originally called My American Family, and the camera crew was supposed to be run-in by the fictitious Dutch filmmaker named Gerrit Verluigi. I definitely said that wrong and I apologise. Who had lived with Jay's family as a teenage exchange student and developed a crush on Claire, while Mitchell had a crush on him. The producers later felt that it was a component that was unnecessary and it was scrapped. Lloyd now prefers to look at the show as a family show done in documentary style. Lloyd and Levitican pitched the series to CBS, NBC, and NBC. They did not pitch it to Fox because of issues they had had with the network over a previous comedy series, Back to You, that Lloyd and Levitin also created and produced. CBS, which was not ready to make a big commitment to a single camera style of filming, rejected the series. NBC, already broadcasting The Office and Parks and Recreation, decided against taking on a third mockumentary-style show. ABC accepted the pitch. The pilot episode tested positively with focus groups, resulting in the network ordering 13 episodes and adding it to the 2009-2010 fall or autumn lineup, days ahead of the ABC's official schedule announcement. The series was given a full series pickup in October 2009. Filming. Principal photography took place in Los Angeles. Many of the exteriors for the houses are used in the city west side. The Dunphy's house is on Chevrolet Hills neighborhood. As of 2014, Charter High School is used for the exteriors of Luke and Manny's school. Lloyd and Levitin, whose credits both include Frasier, Wings and Just Shoot Me, are executive producers of the series, serving as the showrunner and head writer under their Lloyd Levitican Productions label, in affiliation with 20th Century Fox Television. The other original producers on the writing team are Paul Corrigan, Samir Gardezi, Joe Lawson, Dan O'Shannon, Brad Walsh, Caroline Williams, Bill Werbrel, Danny Zucker, and Jeff Morton. Litigation. In the first series, the adult cast were paid a range of approximately $30,000 to $90,000 per episode. That's US American dollars. As a result of the show's success, the cast attempted to regenerate their contracts in the summer of 2012 to obtain higher per episode fees, but talks broke down to the point the 4th series' first table read had to be postponed. 5 of the cast members, Ty Burrell, Julia Brown, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, Eric Stonestreet, and Sophia Verger, retained the Quinn Emilf law firm and sued 20th Century Television Fox in Los Angeles County Superior Court on July 24, 2012. While not part of the lawsuit, Ed O'Neill joined the show and fellow castmates in seeking raises for each other about $200,000 per episode. O'Neill had been earning 5 times more money than the episode of the other 5. The lawsuit invoked the 7-year rule in California Labor Code Section 2855 and requested a declaration that their contracts were void because they were in violation of that rule. As of July 28, 2012, the conflict had been resolved. The 5 adult cast members' salaries were increased from $55,000 to $65,000 per episode to $150,000 to $175,000 per episode, with increases every season, plus a percentage of back-end profits. O'Neill had already been earning $200,000 an episode, so his salary was lowered to parity with the co-stars, but with a larger percentage of back-end profits. Later in the summer, the 4 or 5 child stars negotiated increases from $15,000 to $25,000 an episode to $70,000 an episode, with an additional $10,000 per season raise. Themes. The New York Times' Bruce Filler called attention to the show's host depicts the increasing ways that communications and technology shapes the way people perceive others, even family members. It is surely the first family comedy that incorporates its own hashtag of simultaneous life events directly into the storyline, writes Mark Zuckerberg, may have been a greater influence on Modern Family than Norman Lear. The show's writers and actors agree. We used to talk about how cell phones killed the sitcom because no one ever goes to anyone's house anymore for routine information. Abraham Higginbottom called Filer, we embrace technology, so it's part of the story. Ty Burrell draws on Fran Lebow's observation that there are no institution other than the media. I had a little flash of Phil and me that we are praising, and our personality together, externally from how the show perceives us. James Parker of The Atlantic commented, how does one parent? Who does that? Which role? Dad sufficiently, dad like mum, enough of the mum. In 2014 article in Slate, the site's podcast and executive producer, Andy Bowers, a resident of Los Angeles' West Side, where the show films most of its exteriors, praised the series for its realistic depiction of life in the part of the city. Reception. Since its premiere, the series has remained popular. In the first season, the show became the 6th highest rated scripted show in the United States, and the 3rd highest new rated show. Aided by winning the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Comedy Series, the show's 2nd season became the highest rated show on Wednesday on premiere week. It also rose 34% from the previous season, among adults between the ages of 18 to 49. The show frequently ranks as television's top scripted series for adults between ages 18 to 49 as well. The success of the show has been positively compared to The Cosby Show. During the 2010 to 2011 series, Modern Family was the highest rated scripted show in the 18 to 49 demographics, and the 3rd highest rated overall sitcom, behind CBS's The Big Bang Theory and 2.5 Men. The first season also ranked first among DVR viewers. The 3rd season premiere became ABC's top-rated season in 6 years. The series' success in the ratings also led to it being credited for reviving sitcoms. In 2016, a New York Times study of the 50 TV shows with the most Facebook likes found that Modern Family's audience pattern is a prototypical example of a city show, most popular in liberal urban clusters in Boston, San Francisco, and Santa Barbara, and least popular in more rural areas such as Kentucky, Mississippi, and Arkansas. And not Arkansas, as I said the first 2 times while recording this. Critical response, Season 1. The first season was met with critical acclaim. It scored 100% based on 28 reviews on review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, with an average rating of 8.55 out of 10, and the critical consensus, thanks to the sharp writing and eccentric but accessibly likeable cast of characters, Modern Family signals the triumphant return of the family comedy. The first season also scored 86 out of 100 based on 27 reviews on review aggregator website Metacritic, which indicates universal acclaim. Season 2. The show's 2nd season received mostly positive reviews from critics. Season 2 had a rating of 88% on Rotten Tomatoes based on 16 reviews, with an average score of 8.11 out of 10, and the consensus is Modern Family's sophomore season sings, with ingenious sitcom structure and an ensemble in a perfect comical harmony, and is even the tune so little familiar. Robert Bianco of USA Today gave the 2nd season of the show 4 stars out of 5, saying, not since Frasier as a sitcom offered such an ideal blend of heart and smarts, or proven itself so effortlessly to adapt to so many comic variations, from subtle wordplay to big laugh slapstick to everything in between. In a later review, Bianco stated, "As good as it was in the first year, it is even better in the second," positively comparing the show to characters from The Mary Tyler Show, The Cosby Show, and Friends. Season 3. The third series was met with critical acclaim. On Rotten Tomatoes, 3 had a rating of 92% based on 13 reviews, with an average score of 8.33 out of 10. On the consensus, Modern Family settles into its well-oiled groove, consistently delivers, inspiring fast, and making it look effortless. Slant magazine reviewer Peter Sponson wrote that while the first episode was the type of wacky location stunt that's usually reserved for the 5th or 6th series of a dying sitcom, the following episodes had been better, but they're still uneven. He also criticised the writers for relying too much on stunt episodes and celebrity cameos like David Cross. He ultimately gave the series 3 out of 4 stars. For those wondering, the first episode of Series 3 was the episode Dude Ranch, where they go to Little Creek Ranch with Dylan. Season 4. The fourth season of Modern Family received mixed to positive reviews from critics. Rotten Tomatoes currently gives the season an average approval rating of 73% based on 11 reviews, with an average score of 7.75 out of 10. And the consensus? Modern Family still has its charm to burn and boasts an uninformingly excellent cast, but the series' subversive edge has dulled. Season 5. The fifth season of Modern Family also received positive reviews. On Rotten Tomatoes, Season 5 has an average rating of 90% based on 10 reviews, with an average score of 7.57 out of 10. Season 6, the show's sixth season, received very positive reviews from TV critics, with some claiming that it was an improvement over the last few seasons. This season has a rating of 100% on Rotten Tomatoes based on 7 reviews, with an average score of 7.67 out of 10. Joshua Alston and Gwen Einat, sorry if I said that wrong, of the AV Club have awarded the majority of episodes a B grade or higher, with particular praise to The Day We Almost Died and Closet, You'll Love It, marking an improvement to the repeated C grade that had been given for previous seasons. Season 7, the 7th season, received mixed to positive reviews from critics. Later seasons. The series that was renewed for Series 9 and 10 in May 2017. Seasons 8 and 9 received mixed to positive reviews from critics, with main criticisms directed over the lack of character development, overstuffing of episodes, and too many filler episodes per season. In January 2018, Stephen Levetican and Christopher Lloyd announced that Series 10 would most likely be the final series, during the Television Critics Association Winter Press Tour. However, in August 2018, reports indicated that ABC was in discussions to renew the series for a potential 11th season. Adaptions. Chile. Mega was the first in the world to buy the rights to Modern Family to produce their own version of the series, with the title Familia Moderna, again I apologise if I said that wrong, which premiered on December 3rd, 2015. One difference in this is that Mitchell and Cameron's counterparts in this version do not adopt, but instead one of them is the biological father of the child, and results in a drunken fling. They take custody of the child while the mother travels overseas. Greece. Mega Channel bought the rights of Modern Family for Greece and Cyprus, and announced a Greek-language adaptation under the name Moderna, I cannot even begin to say it, I do apologise, which premiered on 20th of March 2014. Iran. The Islamic Republic of Iran Broadcasting produced a scene-by-scene remake of Modern Family, titled Haft Sang, which premiered in June 30th, 2014. However, in this version, the same-sex relationship between Cam and Mitchell of the original series was replaced by a heterosexual relationship. Also, Haley Dunphy's character is replaced by a teenage boy. Due to the change, Haley's boyfriend Dylan is replaced by a close friend of the teenage boy. Potential spin-off. In June 2020, the ABC Entertainment president, Kerry Burke, discussed a spin-off centering around Mitch and Cam, inspired by an idea from the series' co-creator and executive producer, Steve Levitan. Accolades. Modern Family has won 22 Primetime Emmy Awards and 6 Writers Guild of America Awards. The show later received the GLSEN Respect Awards for its portrayal of positive images and storyline that reflect a diverse America, including the depiction of a family headed by a gay couple. In 2010, Modern Family was nominated for 5 Television Critics Association Awards, to reinforce the idea of an ensemble cast. The cast all submit themselves in a support actor and actress categories instead of lead actor and actress categories in the 60-second Primetime Emmy Awards. The series has also been put on multiple critics' lists in 2010. The series was listed second on Time's Top 10 Best Shows of 2009, second on Buddy TV's Top 10 Best Shows of 2009, Jason Hughes' Best TV of 2009. Modern Family was awarded a Peabody Award in 2009. In 2012, the show won the Golden Globe Award for Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy, and was nominated for British Academy Television Award. Every season of the show was also named one of the top 10 TV seasons in the year from 2009 to 2012 by the American Film Institute. Former First Lady Michelle Obama, in an interview with Cal Penn in the 2012 Democratic National Convention, and Ann Romney, in an interview with The Insider, have cited Modern Family as their favourite TV show. In June 2013, the Writers Guild of America ranked Modern Family number 34 on the list of 101 well-written television series ever made. In December 2013, TV Guide ranked it number 43 in the list of the 60 best series of all time. The next section is a criticism section. It mostly centres around the fact that the women in the series, at least at the start, don't seem to have jobs. However, I don't feel the need to read that out loud, as people don't want to sleep listening to that kind of thing, although I do somewhat agree with the criticism. But thank you for listening, and I do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy and you're still awake, there is a playlist on my channel of all the episodes I've done so far, so you can fall asleep listening to the other episodes. But thank you for listening, and good night.